What about making a change to a document? Actually updating a value in it. It turns out there is in fact an update command, and this one has three parameters. First is a query, so you can find the document or documents that you want to update. Second is what is to be updated, and then third, there are options that allow you to update multiple documents or to insert a document if you don't find one that matches the query. We're going to be using it, this last one is optional, the last parameter is optional, and we're going to be using it with just the first two parameters today. The question tells us to update a document, set the candy count to 200 for the Pokemon with ID of 6. Let's go check out the Pokemon with ID of 6. There it is right there. And we see that it has a candy field, but it does not have the candy count field. So if we look at the one before it has a candy count of 25, and the one before that doesn't have a candy count either. So some have candy counts and some do not, and the one with ID 6 does not, and we want to change that. The command we're going to use, we're still going to use the database and the Pokemon collection, and the command we're going to use is update. And inside here we're going to put two arguments, and the first one is just a regular filter like we've been using it, and the filter that we're looking for is ID 6. So that's our query that we want to filter for the document that has ID 6. And then the second argument is how we want this to update. And again, we use the opening curly braces. And what we want to do is we want to set. So that's the update operation that we want to do. And then the value for the set is another set of curly braces. And this identifies first the field, and then the value that it's to be set to. So there we have candy count 200. So we've added both those arguments. When we run this, it gives us a right result. It said that there was one that matched the query. We upserted, that means we didn't insert a new document. And modified, we modified one document. So let's go here and refresh. And we see that the document with ID 6 now has a candy count value of 200. Notice that it's in a different order than the other one. So one thing about MongoDB is the order of the fields does not have to be consistent. And so here when we add it, it just gets added to the end. But there it added it. So even though we did an update and it set that value to 200, since that field didn't exist in that particular document, it added it and that it set its value to 200.